Hey guys, I'm Gaurav Srivastava and I welcome you all to this very special podcast episode of SRG Is Alive Groups. I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. 29 September 2021 is going to be a very special day for all the automotive fraternity because 17th edition of SIAT is going to be organized by the Automotive Research Association of India from 29 September. And to discuss more about this event and to clear your doubts, we have Dr. Sukrut Thipse sir with us. He is the Senior Deputy Director of Automotive Research Association of India and the Convenor of SIAT. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on our show. We are highly grateful to have you on our show today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so sir, my very first question to you of this podcast is what is SIAT? Can you explain to our listeners so that they can know much more about it?
Yes, definitely. So SIAT is an international conference which is organized by ARAI in association with SAE India and SAE International. Mm-hmm. So it is held every 2 years. Okay. So currently the 17th edition of SIAT is going on. So that will be inaugurated on the 29th September. Mm-hmm. And prior to that, 16 editions were held, which were very successful. Mm-hmm. So it started with a very small event. Mm-hmm. But then it gradually grew into multiple streams, and now it is a very successful event. It is regarded very next to SAE World Congress as the second most biggest event as far as the automotive industry is concerned. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So, sir, is it for everyone? Anyone can attend it?
Yeah. So actually the conference part of the event, there is two parts. One is the conference and other is the exposition, expo. So till date, it was all physical. Now it is virtual because of the COVID. But the conference part is not for free attendance. You have to register as a delegate, pay some nominal fees and attend it. The exposition is open for everyone. So anybody can walk in and visit the exposition. That is not an issue. But the conference part is paid because that is the rules of the SAE International. So normally we follow the same.
Okay. So, sir, let's suppose if I have to ask you this question and you have to answer as the Senior Deputy Director of ARAI, right. Who should attend this event ideally? Whom should you recommend to attend this?
Yes, a very good question. Actually, this event is extremely useful for all the practicing engineers of automotive engineering, even if they are junior or senior. Then it is extremely useful for students, academia, researchers, research scholars who are pursuing degrees, then experts from different streams. For example, if we talk automotive, then we have experts from the oil industry also attending, experts from allied sectors like aerospace, off-highway. All these are attending this kind of conference. So it's a very broad crowd, along with the component suppliers, then even small manufacturers, battery, electric vehicle manufacturers, then even those who produce wires, tires, everything. So all components. So this is a broad attendance criteria.
Definitely, there's a lot of people who can just look forward to this event.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, my next question would be, the most asked question till now. So how can people join this? The basic steps, if you can share with us, so that the listeners who are interested can just go for it.
Yes, definitely. So basically, you have to, as I said, register for the event. So on the ARI website, we have a SIAT website, which is linked to the ARI website. So once you go onto the SIAT website, siat.ariindia.com. So once you visit that website, it will give you a brief summary of the event, what is planned, what is there, about the exposition and all the things. And there is a register now link. So when you click on that register now link on the web page, you will be directed to another web page where it will ask you all your personal information, then your area, your organization, area of expertise, all that things. And finally, it will direct you to a payment page where you can pay according to your choice. And the fees this time is hardly 3,500 rupees. And for some categories around 4,000 rupees because it's a virtual event, hence the fees are very less.
Definitely.
So you have to just pay the fees and register for the event. Once you register for the event, you will receive a registration email along with the login and password for accessing the platform. So that you can use to enter the virtual platform, which will be made active from 29th September.
Okay. So, sir, it's like a 3 days, like 29th,
Yes, a
30th,
3-day
31st,
event.
and 1st
Yes,
October, right? So, what are
absolutely.
the timings for this event? And like, is there any particular
Yeah.
schedule for these? Like, every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the program is already published on the website. It is a
Mm-hmm.
3-day event, as you rightly said.
Mm-hmm.
It starts day one with plenary sessions, followed by the inaugural.
Okay.
And then we have one track of 6 sessions. Normally, a technical track will contain 6 parallel sessions on different topics.
Mm-hmm.
So, day one, we'll have one track. Day two, we have 3 tracks with one plenary.
Okay.
And day 4, we have 2 tracks along with the valedictory session and a panel discussion at the very end. So this is how the structure of the event will be. And the entire details of the event, including who are the speakers, what are the sessions, everything is mentioned in the program on the website.
Okay. So that's quite easy for the people. Okay, so my next question is something, sir, which I wanted to know personally from you. Like, when we started shifting from offline to online to virtual events and all, after the first wave of Corona, we were not actually ready for that, right?
Yes,
and as such, we were not prepared for it as well. So my question to you is like, how difficult was it for you guys to go virtually, like, organizing a world level event virtually? So what were the difficulties? What were the, pressure and problems you have all faced?
Yeah, it's a very relevant and a nice question. Basically, there was no benchmark, as you rightly said. We never had been in a virtual era in terms of organizing such an event. Because physical event, we are very well versed with. We know what are the difficulty challenges.
True.
So first difficulty in the virtual world was getting sponsors for the event. Making them understand what is the value addition they will get from the event. Then second challenge was in terms of reaching out to people. In sense, people are more habituated to have physical interaction. So exposition, building the exposition was also a very big challenge, because a virtual stall is like visiting a website. So people had apprehensions, there's no point going for a virtual expo. True. So that participation itself was a big challenge. Then because of the pandemic, all the industries are, facing a slack period. Then some people already laid off, and then there's the financial constraints are there. So even for the fees and all, we had to reduce the fees substantially. So normal SIAT fee would be somewhere around 20,000 plus. Now we have brought it down to around 4,000, 3,000. So it is like a 1/5 reduction, with the resultant revenue loss. And then accordingly, we had to curtail some of the activities. Also, many of the features were reduced. Now there is not going to be any delegate kit as such, which we normally physically distribute. And many other things like, entertainment programs, lunch, dinner, everything was skipped. So there was a lot of cutbacks, one can say. So that is another challenge. People look forward to those things also. And also in terms of attendance, the time difference in terms of zones. So matching the people with their time zones. Then making sure that the internet quality is good, because even internet quality plays a major role.
Definitely.
And the abruptness of the power supply, and true. All these things. So we took a lot of efforts to pre-record some sessions, and so all these were difficulties faced. We went along. We got guidance from several quarters. Some of the international organizations like SAE International, FICITA, we contacted them, how you are doing, what are the things. And slowly we started doing it. Now I can say that we have reached a certain level, and now we are very well acquainted with how a virtual event runs. By the way, we also attended many virtual events in India. And
just to get an example,
just to get an example, and also identify their pitfalls. Like in a live event, normally the speaker doesn't show up at the last minute, or he loses his connection, or there's ambient noise. All kinds of things are there. So these are some of the issues we studied here.
Okay, that's quite that will be quite a new thing for everyone. So
yes,
let's hope for the best we can.
Sure.
Okay, so sir, like last time it was in 2019, and that was an offline program. So this time it's happening after a year, as it used to be. So what sort of expectation do you all have from this event? Like first of all, the online thing, the virtual one, and now as you have said that बहुत सारी चीजें बंद भी थी, तो
right,
what sort of expectation do you have?
या तो एक्चुअली सब जगह पे ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की वेव है. अगर आप देखें तो बहुत सारी चीजें बदल रही हैं. लोग फिजिकल से वर्चुअल जा रहे हैं. तो उसमें एक बहुत बड़ी चीज है कि आईसी इंजन व्हीकल से लोग इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल की तरफ शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं. नया नया टेक्नोलॉजी आ रहा है, ऑटोनॉमस, एडास, सो मेनी न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज एंटरिंग. So what I felt is there is in the interim 1 or 2 years of COVID, lot of things have changed. So we tried to capture that change. Even हमारा जो थीम है वो अगर आप देखें तो redefining mobility है. तो redefining में इसी बात के लिए है कि हम लोग वो जो changes है वो capture कर रहे हैं सारे. So that is what we are trying to do. This is like a change, and that we have captured the whole change here.
Okay. So basically, the event and the theme of this event is also revolving around this change of the virtual and all.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, sir, that was, yeah, please.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Yeah. So, sir, that was your point of view, like what you were expecting, and like what we can expect from this event, if you can share, like.
Yes, sure. As an attendee, basically, what you are getting is you are able to hear the global experts. Now, fortunately, since there is no restriction of travel in a virtual event, we have got around 50 keynotes, the best of the best from the world, from far-flung areas such as Brazil, which was hitherto not possible at all. So there are experts in various areas, like we have a Brazilian expert who's going to talk on ethanol. Then there is a expert from Tesla USA who is going to talk about electric vehicles. Tesla is the global leader, right?
Definitely.
Then we have a speaker from Ather. We have speaker from Deutz, who is the basic engine manufacturer from Germany. We have speakers from Caterpillar, who are like global leaders in emission and other controls and engines. So there are the best of the best from all different areas. And users, the attendees will able to get at their own place a broad view and what you can say the technical feast of sorts of different areas. And they will get overview of all the new technologies, what is going on over the world, what is coming to India, how the roadmap is changing, what are the challenges, what are the future opportunities. Then there is also the opportunity for networking with the speakers. You can chat with other delegates. So you are able to get a lot of information and in one place, because rarely you can find such a galaxy of dignitaries and experts from all over the world. So I think that is the biggest takeaway as far as I am concerned, along with the opportunity to network. So that I'll say is what the audience will get.
Definitely. The main pro what I can feel of this virtual event is that you can connect from people all over the world and you can learn from them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, sir, this what I was thinking, this, let's say if someone has to like something, then they have to prepare notes or some documents will be given or PDF, or how will be that?
Yeah, the proceeding is available. So like the papers which have been published in the conference, they will be stored in a resource center.
Okay.
So resource center is a place where you can download all the material. So all the PDF copies of the papers, then the bulletins and the abstracts. So everything will be available for download. But again, it is only available to the registered delegates. So it is not for distribution material. So that they can download all the material, and it is not necessary to download everything. You can download what you want. That is the biggest advantage this time.
True.
So that let's say you are a person seeking only information on safety, then you can only download that part of it. Of course, you can download other things, but nobody will spend time, reading what is they don't want. So that is the biggest advantage, that we will have a lot of material for downloading. Then again, there will be some specific product related information. All that information will also be there.
Okay, sir. So, sir, my last question to you of this podcast is like, can you share like who are the guests and the main keynote speakers, and is there any recommendation from your side कि नहीं आपको इन्हें तो जरूर सुनना चाहिए, anything like that?
No, that's what I said. As far as the inaugural and valedictory is concerned, both our ministers will be there. Dr. Mahendranath Pandey ji, who is our Minister of Heavy Industries, he will inaugurate the session. Nitin Gadkari ji, who is the Minister of Road Transport, will be there in the valedictory session as a chief guest. Apart from that, there are other dignitaries who are there. As far as the keynote sessions are concerned, we have keynotes, as I mentioned to you, from global experts like Tesla is there, Mr. Madan Gopal, who I think one should not miss that session. Then Dr. Camilo Adas from Brazil, who is talking about E20, ethanol rather. And then we have other experts like Mr. Tarun Agarwal, who will talk about EV programs. Then we have experts who are including the speakers from Caterpillar, who will talk about global emission. So Mrs. Hinchi is there, and David Millam is there. There are some experts from safety, like one Dr. Gronwall is there from Chalmers, Sweden. He is also a global leader in terms of crash safety, passive safety. So there are a variety of, I can't recall all the names, but I will say that all of the keynote speakers are great people in their own area. And I think everybody should attend the keynotes. And there's tremendous learning which is possible. So these are some of the highlights I gave. There are many more speakers. I am not able to recollect all of them here.
Okay. So that's all for today, guys. I request you all to please register and join the event. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on our show and giving us so precious time. It means a lot to us, and lots of good wishes from our side for the event, sir.
Thank you very much, and I'm very happy to be here, and thank you for allowing me to be part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.